Welcome to Qingdao, China and the Extreme Sailing Series. The 2014 series is the most ambitious and biggest to date. 8 iconic venues across the globe with 12 top teams and 60 of the world's best sailors. This is Qingdao and it's one of the largest cities in the Shandong province. Qingdao is China's sailing city and it hosts the series for the 4th time. But it would be fair to say the Qingdao racetrack has a certain notoriety. And over the past few days, it's certainly lived up to its reputation.
It's a big gust for the wave muscat as they come, hull in the air!
There were bumps and scrapes on the packed racecourse. Race survival, the dockside buzzwords.
It's proving a really tricky venue, surrounded by these skyscrapers. It's 5 knots to 25 knots. It's shifty, it's pretty unpredictable, so it's really thinking on your feet, really quick reactions, and you've got to be very slick with your boat handling.
The wind has at times ripped in, and on day 2, gusts of 32 knots plus pushed and tested the teams to the limit. By the end of day 3, just 13 points separated the top 4. Unlucky for some, and very lucky for others. Swiss team Alinghi set the pace over the first few days. Morgan Larsen, Mr. Cool and his crew, scored some good wins, seemingly always getting something out of each day. But even they, at times, found the going tough and perhaps felt the pressure. Real team are beginning to feel at home on the 2014 series. They've been the model of consistency, and by the end of the 3rd day, were a well-deserved 2nd place on the leaderboard. Jerome Clerc beaming with confidence.
We started the day at the 4th place, and we finished at the 2nd place, so I think we did the best day of the fleet. So I'm really happy, the crew did a fantastic job.
Lee McMillan and the Wave, the 2013 series champions, have just about kept in touch, but never really getting going. But it was young hotshot Peter Burling who takes over from Dean Barker who really made the waves. The Kiwi always in the mix. Behind the top 4, there's a huge scrap amongst the closing pack. They all have had moments of brilliance. As discussions of the strength of the wind dominated everybody's thoughts at the beginning of the day, an awards ceremony took place. The Land Rover Above and Beyond Award, presented to the person or team who goes that extra mile, went to the Oman Sail Shore team, who worked tirelessly through the night to repair a huge hole punched into their boat by GAC Pindar during the first race of day 1. The wind was in a mischievous mood, sometimes gusting up to 25 knots plus, then falling off the edge of a cliff. As a result, race formats on the final day had to be altered in the interests of safety, and the fleet was split into groups. There was plenty to play for. Alinghi, the team to beat. Morgan Larsen and his crew started on fire, nailing a win. Then, in their 4th group race, they got T-boned by Red Bull Racing.
Behind Alinghi, Red Bull go for a big bear away. There's a huge crash on board. Red Bull slam into the side of Alinghi.
That is a big hole. The bow of Red Bull gone straight through the back of Alinghi.
Alinghi were out of the day's racing and the Swiss boat written off. Alinghi then had to wait for the redress and see how other results would pan out. Real Team and Emirates Team New Zealand sensed blood. Jerome Clerc's Real Team pushed hard, but in the final race of the day, the Swiss only got a hard-fought 4th place finish, paving the way for Alinghi to win after a nervous waiting game. Real Stone got a well-deserved 2nd place overall, with hotshot Peter Burling getting a 3rd with Emirates Team New Zealand. Qingdao has certainly lived up to its notorious reputation, and the racing has been action-packed and full of incident. The 2014 Extreme Sailing Series now heads off to St. Petersburg for Act 4.